about staying focused. It's about being on top. Go win.
Welcome to the Taylor Waidhofer Show.
What's up, guys? Welcome.
Thank you for having us. We're so happy to be here.
Yeah, excited to have you guys here as well. Colin, we go way back. Can't quite reach you, but we'll make it work.
There you go.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start, ladies first. Arlene, very nice to meet you. So let's see here. Grew up in San Diego, from Tampa, Florida.
I was born in Tampa, grew up in San Diego. Now I'm in Texas.
Yeah.
And most of my experience has been in sales.
Okay.
When I did that profile test, I'm a promoter, so I like to promote things. And so it was so nice to be able to meet Colin at Blue Moon Estate Sales because he gives me a lot to promote because there's always something different. So beautiful things to promote.
That's awesome. We're one and the same with the promotion. I say it all the time. I'm like, that's why God put me here. I'm a promoter at heart. It's and it's fun. Anytime I have an excuse to get excited about something and be like, over here, that's a good time. And especially when you have, a good person or brand or product that, then it's easy at that point, right?
Especially if you believe in it. If you believe in it.
This is making a difference. It's helping people out, right?
Yes.
And then it's just,
it's easy to sell when you believe in the product. And I definitely
100%.
believe in Blue Moon Estate Sales.
Yeah. And then we were talking before we started that you gave her or made her wait a little while before you gave her an opportunity to come join the team. So what was that about? Are that many people beating down the door? How did that work out?
That works out really in what happens is every so often we wake up and we feel, okay, it's about time we got some more staff.
Yep.
So let's go and look at our sort of a feed of applicants and see if there are any sitting in that queue. And we filter through them, and then we send off a little questionnaire to each applicant we think might be a good fit. And Arlene, even though she'd been on the list for 3 months, was one of those people that responded.
That is awesome.
Very quickly.
Yeah. That's fantastic. So, congratulations.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Yeah. So, and then that was January, right? New year, that's exciting. I love hiring a new person on the team. It's it's just exciting, while you're getting to know each other and work relationship. And, you have and I thought it was going to be my phone.
Sorry.
Oh, it's all good. So in the last 6 months, so you are sales, marketing, and social media?
Community outreach, social media,
Got
do
it.
a lot of the postings.
Cool.
I'll go to the estate sales and
Very important person.
take pictures of all these odd and beautiful things and post them and say, hey, come out and check them out.
Yeah, that is awesome. And then Colin, let's see here. You grew up in North Ireland, or born there, and then grew up in Scotland?
Yes, pretty much, with a stay in Canada for a few years in the middle of all that.
Okay, all right. And then oil and gas, or that was after you did marine surveys for a while, and then
So marine surveys primarily for oil and gas, supporting the oil and gas business.
Okay.
Started out in Southeast Asia for my first job, and then slowly drifted west.
Right.
Spent a few years back in the UK, and then the call to Houston came, and here I am.
Here you are. Got it. And been here for a long time, right?
Since '94, yeah.
Yeah, got it.
So when we moved out here, my two kids were 2 and 4 years old.
Yeah.
And I remember meeting with a realtor who was a friend of the guy who hired me. And we went looking on a Saturday morning at sort of various parts of Houston to see where we might like to live.
Uh-oh, where's this going? Where did you go?
So this guy, the realtor asked, Colin, do you have any kids? I said, yes. He said, how old are they? I said, 2 and 4. And he said, we're going to Katy.
Going to Katy. Got it. All right, we did you a solid there. Yeah, that's very cool. Almost moved to Katy and Sugar Land when I was maybe 8 or so. I remember my parents shopping, and then my dad drove out one morning. We grew up like inner city Galleria, and he timed it right. He just wanted to ride the flow of the traffic so he could see what his life's going to be like. Making it all the way to Voss and Woodway, and he was like, no. He did it both. He's like, not happening.
It's a tough drive.
The house won't be as big, but we're going to be here, and in the Galleria. So, but respect. Okay, so, and let's go to I mean, your business, right? Blue Moon Estate Sales. I've known you for a long time and watched you in a handful of different capacities in the real estate industry, and I think it's awesome. I was, the introduction that I made just right before we started. I love telling people that like there's a lot of like insurance, roofers, lenders, builders, and that make up all the people in the real estate community, title, home warranty, inspectors. I mean, just on down the list, hundreds, thousands. And there's not a ton, I wouldn't think. And there might. Well, y'all tell me. I mean, is that hyper competitive in the real estate industry, like other estate sales, or is this just the way that your franchise is set up and the way that you guys are positioning yourself in the market? Is it geared towards the real estate market, or is that just a piece of the pie?
It's a piece of the pie. Very frequently, individuals or families who are in a position where they might need an estate sale are also dealing with a realtor, because it's all part of selling the house or moving, downsizing perhaps to a smaller house. Maybe the parents are moving into senior living, or again, then there are those people who are sort of settling the estate of parents who are deceased. So more often than not, those folks, their first port of call is going to be, hey, we got to settle a house, so we better speak to a realtor. And so we deal with realtors a lot, because a realtor comes along, takes a look and says, the house is full of stuff.
Yeah.
We don't like that, so you better do something about it. And people don't realize how much stuff they collect. We sort of routinely priced thousands of articles in a typical family home.
It's mind-blowing.
For a sale.
The stories you've told me are just like, it's crazy.
The
pictures I've seen.
If you imagine sort of a individuals taking that on themselves, thinking, oh, well, there's a few bits of furniture here, there's a few bits of this here, there's some items in the kitchen, there's a few sets of stuff in the dining room. And then they start going through it and they realize, well, wait a minute, this is a full-time job and it's going to take us forever to make a dent in it. So the option is to get somebody in to handle it for them, and that's where we come in. We'll come in and we'll set everything up. We'll start the process sort of on a Tuesday morning. By the end of the week or before the weekend, we'll have everything staged and priced beautifully.
Beautiful.
And we'll run a sale over the weekend or a long weekend if it's a larger one, and we're done within a week.
All right, back up, because that's a fast timeline. So you got thousands of items potentially that you're going to organize and sell. Mm-hmm. I've seen the work. I've seen what finished product looks like, which is crazy. And how what was the timeline again? Like how many days? It was like 3-4 days, 5 days?
3-4 days to set up. We'll just sort of add enough people there to do the staging and the pricing to make it happen within 2 to 3 days.
Right.
And then we'll run the sale over the weekend or a long weekend, depending on how much stuff there is.
And how many people do you normally have working?
Given time, typically it's 6 people.
Okay.
It can be 4 for a smaller sale. We've been down to 2 in one particular case a couple of years ago. At the top end, then we sort of get 8, and then possibly an extra person, but then we start running out of people.
Right, I gotcha.
Yep.
And then, so how many in the last 6 years have y'all done at your franchise?
We've done probably about 20 to 25 a year, starting in 2021. And the way we're going this year, I expect will be sort of a nearly double that.
Got it. Well, congrats on the growth. That's exciting. You're doing great, Arlene. Good job.
Another thing I wanted to add is that
please.
realtors love when we come in, because not only does Colin go and meet with the client and see what the situation looks like, when we conduct that sale and we make the home beautiful, you're having 300 to 600 people come through that home, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, hey, what's up with the house?
I love that.
Okay,
That's
so it's
such
kind of
great-
like a pre-open house. And we sometimes, in most cases, we'll put the realtor's card there. So if somebody does ask, hey, what's up with this house? I really like it. Because they've gone through the whole entire house looking at stuff.
Oh, if I'm an agent, I'm sitting in the thing all week, just like an open house. That's an opportunity.
Sometimes they do that.
They should. Mm-hmm. Look, if you use them and you're an agent and one of your clients, why would you not? I guess.
And then when they come back
somewhere else, but
they come back, the house is organized. It's a lot cleaner,
Yeah.
and it's easier to sell.
yeah, I love finding the extra, marketing business opportunities inside of stuff. And you guys, I think it's a undervalued, offer for agents in the real estate community. And I kind of feel the same. I'll put it in the same box as staging, right? A lot of people don't believe in it, but the best agents I found, they do. You know, they think it's worth it. They know it's going to show better and list higher and sell. You know, you're going to make more money, but you got to put money on the front end. And this is an extra step, right? Easy maybe not to do or not to think about or not call you guys, but they're really doing their, you know, the homeowner, or the buyer, the seller, you know, a disservice by not. You're another tool in the toolbox, right? You know, so. What part of town are you guys in? I know you have territories, right? So, and I think I have a general, you know, idea, but I'm going to let you, you know, nail it down. So, where are you guys?
So our territory is defined by a number of zip codes.
Okay.
Just roughly speaking, we're sort of start from Cypress in the north. We work our way down through Katy and all those new areas up Parker, Cypress, and so forth. Between Katy and Cypress, we got as far as Brookshire, Pattison, down to Fulshire, and then down to Richmond and Rosenberg, and all places in between.
It's a big territory.
And what's your, I guess both of you really, but you're more marketing. So are you going out and field visits and presentations
So
more?
I will
What's your strategy there?
I will help with the sales, but also after it's staged, I'll come out and do some B-roll and add music and share it as a reel so that folks know. It's kind of like a preview of what the sale's going to be. So if somebody's going out, scrolling, they see all these cool, unique items. I'll put a little tag, say, hey, estate sale this weekend, link in bio. Come down and have a look at this beautiful item.
That's awesome. Are you are you getting, what's the feedback like? Are you having people show up and then be like, man, I saw the reel, thank you for posting, and that's why I'm here because of it?
No,
like,
a lot of people are loving I'm getting a lot of views, you know, and estate sales, you know, you never know what you're going to get. You never know. And it's always like, oh, I just found this thing. And so I would love to do some sort of like an interview, like, say, you know how like Antique Roadshow is? So what do you have here? So we're working on that. But so far, it's slow to happen. But hopefully very, very soon.
Gotcha. And so what are some of your other sales strategies that y'all are doing to infiltrate the real estate community and just get the word out?
Well, networking for sure. Do a lot of networking. We're members of 3 different chambers of commerce that cover that general area. We join other sort of networking meetings and so forth, and then sort of incidentally we sort of attend the occasional BNI. I went there this morning. Unfortunately, Arlene couldn't make it because she had a family emergency this morning, and so I handled that one myself. But just anywhere we can go to meet realtors and other people who are serving seniors particularly.
Yeah, you do such a good job with that. You know, you're. I think that's an easy thing that people will miss on. Just, you know, they'll not show up to stuff. You know, and not everybody likes to do that. How about is that kind of your forte? You like being out with people, working a room type of thing, or presenting?
I love hanging out with people. I love connecting and finding out what makes them tick. Yeah. And so a lot of times some people love pottery, some people love vintage clothes, some people love old electronics. And so you're meeting all walks of life at these estate sales. And so it's just so amazing. I love my job.
Yeah, no, that I could tell that's exciting when you can connect with people on a deeper level. But I'm the same. Like I remember I was having a conversation with somebody one time, and she was into like racing hot air balloons, and was just giddy over the moon, excited about it. And I'm like, hell, I was like, well, tell me about it, because I don't know. I mean, I've never met anybody that's into this. And she's like, okay, well, you go up a certain poundage of sand, and it's like by the ounce, like because the wind's doing this as you get higher, and once you drop it, you're not getting it back. And I'm like, but whatever it takes, right, to relate with people, and then after that, then they get to know, like, and trust you, and it's a beautiful thing. So, all right. What have been some of the biggest obstacles and challenges that you guys have encountered building this? I mean, you're 6 months in on the job, so I'll start with you, and then I'll ask you second. But it's growing any franchise is not easy, and in 3 chambers of commerce, it takes time, right?
Yep.
Before you.
Probably, I would say the biggest challenge has been getting quality leads that convert into jobs or projects for us. So we get a lot of smaller jobs. Occasionally we get a good one, and that the big smile on everybody's face when we have a big job to sort of conduct, and this maybe goes over 3 days rather than 2. And one of the biggest things that is a plus coming out of it is when you see the client's face. So after the sale's over, you've managed to sort of solve their problem for them, and in return for solving their problem, you award them with a check, which is hopefully sort of a substantial amount of money.
Yeah, that is exciting. I love that. All right, how about you? Biggest obstacle you've had in the last 6 months doing what you're doing?
I think the biggest obstacle was the first sale that I did. Do you remember that house?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about
This
that one.
house, I believe
There's a
the
story
wife was a shopaholic. It looked like she had shopped every day of her life. Every
Man.
single room
Painting a
was
good picture.
all the way to the top, packed all the way to the top.
That's my grandma, man.
Okay, and you could tell that the husband felt like he was a prisoner in his own home. Okay, because of all of the things that were around him.
Yeah.
And his wife had just passed away. There's all of these things. Our little fairies came in and made it like a beautiful, curated museum.
Dang.
All the women that came in bought so many amazing items: boots, coats, electronics. It was a shopping spree, and everybody was excited. And the way that man looked when he saw his check, I don't know if it was $14,000-$15,000 from selling tchotchkes.
Yeah.
His wife would buy a knick-knack here, knick-knack there. For him to just not be so, surrounded, and he was in the process of moving out. So half of the things he didn't have to move out because it was sold and he got a check.
I'm feeling the feeling of relief just listening to the story right now.
I mean, we have a video. If you go to our website, we probably could show it to you.
Yeah.
To see the before and after, and how the transformation in this man was, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know where I'm going to go, all this stuff, to like, wow.
Yeah.
You guys did such an amazing job. And everyone that would come in, he would just give praises. Oh my gosh, Blue Moon, look what they did. And it was just, that was my first sale. I was like, wow, we're really helping so many people. And so when you see the way that it changes somebody's life, plus you're buying really cool, unique items,
Yeah.
it's such a blessing. It really is.
That sounds like the Mecca. Like that's pretty much. Is that like the target? You want everything to kind of be like that, but you're not always gonna, run.
You want
into
to
a
touch
situation.
people's lives.
Yeah.
You want to serve them, but you also want to touch people's lives and let them know that they're not alone. And Colin does such a great job when he does the consultation, from the team that he chooses to the amount of hours that we put into the house, and the way they curate and make a home look like a boutique.
Yeah.
It's so amazing.
That's very special. Is there anything you want to add on to that?
Well, every sale is different. That was the first time we'd ever undertaken what I would call a hoarding situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, there are lots of horror stories about hoarding situation. The reason we took this one was, one, we sort of thought this is a challenge, we want a challenge, and we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Secondly, there were some ameliorating factors. It was not dirty, everything was clean, and there was no, shall we say, creepy crawlies.
Gotcha. That is wild. What would y'all say separates you guys from competition?
I think we're better, for the most part, on branding. We also have
Yeah, I agree with
support.
that.
We also have support that the franchise gives us, which other companies who are not franchised do not have. Then again, there are one or two competitors out there who are franchised, but they have slightly different focus. In terms of the way we operate and the technology we use, I think we're as good, if not better, than any other company out there.
It's awesome. How about you?
I would say the team, how they curate the home and how they design the boutique and how they put the tables in, and they have a ton of towels, but then they make them into little rolls, and it just looks beautiful. I just think they do such a great job, and I love the way I love the process.
Attention to detail. Mm-hmm. I'm picturing like when you're on a cruise and you come back in your room and the little elephant, the towel's like folding into a giraffe or something, right? Mm-hmm. So it's details. It makes a big difference. So, all right, this is funny. We were talking about this before the show. Do people have to be dead to have an estate sale?
No.
No. Yeah. So it's probably what's the percentage of like, you are doing it because somebody passed away versus, I don't know, you're just trying to get out of a hoarding situation, or like who do y'all do this the most for?
So death in the family is probably about somewhere around 20-25%. It's
Yeah.
not a large number.
Got it. Okay.
For the most part, people are empty nesters downsizing. They may be people relocating out of state, possibly, or even internationally. Sometimes it's a divorce, and they just want to sort of split up, and then sort of just get rid of everything and start again, go in their own separate ways. And sometimes we find sort of just family says, okay, we've had enough of this house, we've had enough of everything in it. We don't want to sell everything. We want to go somewhere else and buy it from scratch.
Dang, that's nuts. What percentage is that?
Oh, that's a few people, not very many.
Like 5%.
Yeah, so for the most part, people are downsizing.
That's a bold move. That's hard to do. I mean, those people, I don't know. They woke up one morning with a purpose.
Well, that's it.
That's a big commitment. It's like I'm done with all of it. Yeah, but that's fascinating. I think maybe on some level I aspire for that because I have so much stuff. Like I'm sitting here thinking, I was like, oh, I need to call. I'm like, I don't really have that much stuff, but like I feel like I do, and it's overwhelming. So I'm going. There will be a day when Taylor's going to call you guys just to help me get. Parts of my life are very organized and regimented and disciplined, and I'm good, right? But man, with some of the stuff, grandma was a hoarder. Maybe it runs in the family a little bit, but I'm neat. All my stuff. I mean, I don't everything's in its place, but there's just I don't know.
Well, we could help you decide. Could we not? Could we
Definitely.
Not? Could we not?
Because you say that you don't have a lot, but once you take out all the stuff that's in the closet, in the cupboards, and everything like that,
you
might be sitting on a gold mine.
Well, then there's that too. So
I was going to ask, does Taylor need a clutter assessment?
Oh, yes. We do offer
okay.
We do offer a clutter assessment. If you're not sure if you are a clutter bug, we can give you an assessment, and we'll determine if you need our services.
I like it. All right. Well, you got a prospect right here. Easy money. Okay. All right. Well, what about millennials versus Gen Z, baby boomers, how they, handle stuff, getting rid of stuff, and just lifestyle, right? Because, I mean, this is, I think, the equivalent of, an entire life's worth of stuff sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, what's the different views? Because clearly I know that you've always marketed to an older age demographic, right? But anyway, just kind of shed light.
So, the younger set generally, they are typically looking for furniture and other items that will fit their lifestyle and fit a sort of a smaller, if you like, home than the home that we're actually selling from. Mm-hmm. So certain things are definitely not very sought after, and mainly that would be large, heavy wooden, dark furniture. It doesn't sell very well. The lighter furniture, particularly if it's sort of in vogue, will sell fine. The other thing that doesn't sell very well at all is china, particularly fine china with sort of gold rims, because you can't microwave them. You can't put them in the dishwasher. You can't just throw them in the trash when you're done with them. Well, I suppose you could, but they just don't fit the lifestyle.
Got it.
Yeah, and I think there's like a minimalist movement going on right now, especially in the Gen Z and the millennials.
Yeah.
They don't want stuff. Their
Right.
grandma collected stuff.
Yep.
Their mom collected stuff. And Gen X, baby boomers, we love stuff. We love little tchotchkes. We love statues. That's how we grew up. But for the millennials, I think they just want very minimalist things. And so when they come into a house that's overwhelmed, not in all cases, but in some cases, they may feel like overwhelmed a little bit. So to them, I think they just want to get rid of mom's things. When my father passed away, I walked into a house of a lot of cars and minifigures and all these little things, and I was like, just get rid of it, because it seems a little bit overwhelming sometimes when you walk into your parents' house and it's just stuff that you grew up your whole life and your mom kept it for many, many years, and you told her, hey, get rid of that, Mom. And she never did, and now it's your job.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot of pressure sometimes to put that on your kids. So we recommend, let us come over, let us assess the home before anything happens to you so that you don't have that much stuff that your kids have to inherit that they don't want.
I know it's I'm thinking of when my grandparents passed away, and we're going through all the stuff, right? And my dad, I think he had paid. We didn't throw it away right away. We paid for storage for 7 or 8 years, and he just added it up, and he's like, all right, this is enough's enough. And we went over there, maybe kept 10-15%, gone. You know what I mean? Just gone. And it's I don't know. And everybody does that. I mean, it's a $1 billion industry, I'm sure, just storage units across just our country.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And the amount that you pay on your storage, you could buy the stuff brand new.
Oh, yeah. And, and that's what stings when you finally think about that one.
You start doing the numbers. Like, I could have bought that lawnmower. Why am I holding it?
Like the deluxe version. John Deere, don't even need it, but I could have paid for it.
Now, we do get quite a lot. We do get quite a lot of inquiries about storage units. I've got this storage unit. My stuff has been in the storage unit for 2 or 3 years.
And the answer there?
And we can't do it because we don't have a shop front and we don't have a means of a place to actually go and set up that stuff from the storage unit.
So what do you recommend? What do you tell them? After that, is there... Yeah.
What we generally tell them to do is sort of search for a company that can handle that kind of operation, which may sadly be just one of the sort of companies that just clear out and then take stuff away and donate and otherwise take to the landfill.
I wonder if there's like okay, you stage houses, right? People borrow furniture or whatever. What if there's like I mean, this might be hard to put together, but I'm just thinking of like an empty house, rent house, vacation home, people don't use, but would be really nice for a Saturday or Sunday for people to walk through, get stuff out of storage, put it in the house. It's the same thing, right? Like, because the furniture's in the warehouse, they take it out, put it back in and out of the house while they're staging so the agent can show it. I don't know. If there, again, maybe it's too many dots to connect, but right, for people that had a bunch of storage.
It's moving the stuff.
Too much logistics. Yeah. Well,
it's heavy stuff.
100%.
A lot of stuff is very heavy.
Let's put 80 boxes, unpack it in a house, have an estate sale. You might need to hold it like 2-3 weekends to make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot more work, yeah.
That makes sense. Probably takes some of the profit out of it.
And the old furniture is heavy.
Sorry.
It's not particle board. It's like solid wood. Okay, now you buy something from Temu. It's like, oh, this is so light. It's like a dresser, and you can just pick it up. Back in the day, they made it with solid wood, brass, and so these items are good quality, very heavy items.
Guys, tell people how they can get a hold of you.
Well, we have the easiest way is to go down to our website, and then you'll find out a lot more information about Blue Moon Estate Sales generally. If you go to www.bluemoonestatesales.com, then it'll ask you, it has 2 questions. One is find an estate sale. The other one is have an estate sale. If you want a sale and want to contact us about having a sale for yourself, click on have a sale. It'll ask you for a zip code. And then when you enter the zip code, it'll sort of put you in touch with a franchise that handles that area.
That is probably the best answer anybody's ever given to that question ever. That was like 1, 2, 3 ABC. Super simple.
You can also follow us on Instagram at Blue Moon Katie.
There you go. Easy peasy. I like it. All right. Before we get out of here, a couple last questions for both of you guys. Favorite book, if you have one? What would be yours? What would be yours?
Favorite book, I enjoy reading for, if you like, pleasure, entertainment. And one of my favorite authors is Frederick Forsyth.
All right.
And I like The Purpose-Driven Life.
Fantastic. Favorite restaurant in town?
Tacos Frontera in Katy,
Love
Texas.
tacos.
Go to Tacos Frontera. Very good.
Love tacos. Getting hungry right now.
Right now, I've just, well, I wouldn't say fallen in love, but had pleasant experiences at a First Watch.
First Watch is, yeah. Are you early at First Watch, or are you like going at like brunch time or mid-morning?
I've done early and I've done lunchtime.
Okay. I skip breakfast a lot, and so when I think of places like that, I'm like, what time should I go? You know what I mean? Like, is it a weekend deal? I don't want to, because I want to go in there and just clean house. I love breakfast, but that's why I don't eat it, because I mean, I'm like, I want to take a nap at 10 a.m., and I'm like, I haven't even made it to lunch yet, and I'm falling asleep. So
Go at lunchtime.
yeah,
Yes.
The lunch menu is
just
good.
push till lunch.
Oh,
Okay.
they also have this one place that's for breakfast. It's called Harvest Bakery on Mason.
Okay.
And it's Chef Lori, and the food is so good.
Ooh, yeah,
So-
I love it.
good.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming on. I enjoyed the conversation, and keep kicking. I'll just say it. Keep kicking ass. I'm happy to see you guys grow. You're making a difference, and I love your niche in the marketplace. So, great interview.
Well, thank you, Taylor.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
much. Thank
Arlene,
you
you're
so
awesome.
much.
Yeah. Money make the world go round. I'm trying to get it all right now. Everybody worried about the crown being. Look, homie, I'm the man right now. Talking to a peon, kind of time we on. Don't roll like the kind of take eons. Got a little buzz, it's time to go beyond. Can't look back, no time to hit rewind. Yeah, she wants to do S class. I'm like, boo, you must ask. They pour way too much in your glass. Just move your hips like a whole